Alright, let's talk about the icon of sin in Doom Eternal, because I keep seeing people say the final boss was a disappointment, and I get why it feels that way, but there's a lot of context that usually gets ignored. First thing to understand, the icon of sin in Eternal was never meant to be a modern, skill-check dual boss. It was designed as a direct homage to the original icon of sin from classic Doom 2. Back in classic Doom, the icon of sin wasn't a boss you fought in the way we think of bosses today. You didn't dodge patterns, you didn't counter attacks, you didn't have a cinematic one-on-one showdown. It was a living level hazard. The fight was about surviving endless enemy spawns, managing chaos, positioning yourself, and enduring pressure. You weren't battling the icon. You were battling the apocalypse it caused. Doom Eternal deliberately keeps that philosophy. The modern icon of sin isn't meant to feel personal. It's meant to feel overwhelming. It's hell walking through the city, tearing the world apart while demons flood the arena nonstop. The real challenge isn't the icon itself, it's everything happening around it. That's not a downgrade from classic Doom. That's a faithful translation of what the icon of sin always represented. Now, could ID Software have made the icon of sin a fully autonomous, highly reactive boss with complex AI, multiple mechanics, and a tight, dual-focused fight? Sure, in theory. But here's the reality. That would have taken an enormous amount of resources. A modern boss like that would need advanced AI systems, custom animations reacting to player behavior, multiple bespoke mechanics, extensive balance testing, entire subsystems built just for one encounter. And Doom Eternal already spent a huge chunk of its budget elsewhere. You had a massive variety of Doomslayer skins and cosmetics, fully voiced story content, multiple major characters with voice acting, brand new enemies, arenas, traversal systems, and later, 2 full DLC expansions. Games don't have infinite budgets. Every big feature comes at the cost of something else. In Eternal's case, the developers clearly chose to invest in the overall combat sandbox instead of dumping everything into one ultra-complex final boss. That's also why Davith later ends up being a more controlled, dual-style fight. Doing both a fully autonomous icon of sin and a mechanically dense final antagonist would have completely blown scope and budget. So when people say the icon of sin feels more like an event than a boss, that's because it is an event. It's hell made physical, just like it was in 1994, only scaled up for modern Doom. Now, whether that lands emotionally is totally subjective. If you wanted something more personal or mechanically intimate, that's a fair reaction. But design-wise, the icon of sin wasn't lazy. It wasn't unfinished. And it wasn't a mistake. It was a tribute to classic Doom, shaped by modern production realities. You don't have to love it, but it helps to understand why it exists the way it does.